Here we go. It is Tuesday, September the 3rd. First day of school for many. Here's what we're working on. Yeah, that's one thing we're working on. Jumping ahead here. Simone Gavros is on that story, the first day of school.
Hamilton Public Health is reporting an increase in whooping cough cases.
And yesterday's Labor Day Classic has Ticat fans wondering, where's this been all season? I would be one of those fans.
Yes,
watching.
I saw you post that
watching
yesterday.
That game. I'm like, be nice if we saw this all season. But what a beautiful day for a football game yesterday, Brian.
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful afternoon.
It was just beautiful sunshine, comfortable temperatures.
Yeah,
I mean,
not too hot.
Yeah, actually we got to 19. We struggled a little bit yesterday, still in the teens. Yeah, it's just an absolutely gorgeous day. And another one today, a little bit milder for the day today. So heading back to school for most, not for Burlington, not for Oakville, not for Milton or Halton Hills, but most other people are heading back to school today. So it's going to be gorgeous. Lots of sunshine. Temperature today should climb to 22 degrees. So a lovely day today and just a touch milder for tomorrow when pretty much everybody is back at school tomorrow. But yeah, driving today, be careful. The kids are going to be excited. They're going to be not thinking about you and driving and that kind of thing. School buses are back on the roads, of course, so yeah, it's that time of year again when normal volume is going to start happening. Oh, by the way, we are 7 degrees right now. It's a cool start to our morning here. The sky is clear, so look out for the sun today. Looking at traffic, 403 and Waterdown Road, nothing happening. Looks good still so far this morning, so nothing there. To our MTO traffic cameras, here Centennial Parkway, looking toward the Skyway Bridge in the distance. Top of the Burlington Skyway Bridge, still moving nicely, no problems east of Appleby. We're all wide open this morning, so we will fill in, of course, get a little bit busier this morning. We'll look at weather and traffic coming up. Right now, the news.
Yeah, top story today. Summer vacation is over for most kids. Yeah, first day of school for many students and staff is, 2 months off for the summer. They're back to it. Let's bring in Simone Gavros joining us live from St. David's Catholic Elementary School in Stony Creek. Did you always look forward to the first day of school, Simone?
I did. It was like a new fresh start, getting to see your friends again, getting back to the school year, but there was always those nerves getting back into those new routines and having to get up early again. But yes, many students are going to be going back to school. All the students in Hamilton with both the public and Catholic school boards are going back today, as well as in Niagara as well. But students with the Halton School Board, they have an extra day of summer vacation and they're going back to school tomorrow. Now, all these schools here in Hamilton and Niagara, they've been working to welcome students back into the classrooms for today. Chairperson Patrick Daly with the Hamilton Wentworth Catholic Board says that staff have been working hard to prepare for the new school year. Now, the start of the school year means new rules are going into effect when it comes to cell phones. So students in kindergarten to grade 6 will have to keep their phones on silent and put away for the entire school day. And students in grade 7 to 12 will not be allowed to use their cell phones during class time, but they can use them on break. Now, these rules aren't entirely new. The government already had restrictions in place back in 2019, but these ones offer more specific guidelines. Now, police are also reminding drivers to be extra cautious on the roads, especially around school buses and school zones. When it comes to buses, Daly says that they have a, quote, sufficient number of bus drivers this year for the beginning of the school year, but he warns that there could be some changes.
I always, like to caution because, towards the end of the summer, sometimes the number of drivers can drop off. We don't know that, and we've been assured there are sufficient numbers, so we hope that that's the case because we know for sure for, a few years it's been quite a inconvenience for some parents, but we're very hopeful this year that we will have enough drivers.
Now, this morning we'll be speaking to some students, some teachers, as well as the principal here at St. David's Catholic Elementary School. But coming up, we'll be speaking with Hamilton Police on what you need to know about being safe on the roads. Annette, I'll send things back over to you.
Okay, thanks very much. And just a reminder that new rules are in effect in Ontario schools when it comes to cell phone use. Part of a provincial mandate, students in kindergarten to grade 6 have to keep their cell phones silenced and out of sight for the entire school day. Students in grade 7 to 12 can't use their cell phones during class time, with a few exceptions. Teachers' unions say they need clarity on how the rules should be enforced, as well as support for educators who have to implement those rules.
Well, students in some Ottawa classrooms will be allowed to ask ChatGPT for help with their schoolwork. The Ottawa Catholic School Board is allowing some use of artificial intelligence to help teach its 45,000 students about digital literacy. The board's AI policy comes as many school boards try to figure out how to responsibly use this type of technology. The Ottawa Catholic Board stresses it's not looking to replace the building blocks of literacy and says AI use in younger grades will be teacher-led.
There's been a rise in cases of whooping cough in Hamilton. There have been 11 cases of the lung and throat disease reported in Hamilton between January and the end of August. That's compared to only 3 cases in the city between all of 2020 to 2023. Whooping cough, also known as pertussis, is very contagious. It's spread through coughing or sneezing. The symptoms are more serious in infants, especially if they are behind on routine vaccinations. A study of 20 years of healthcare funding finds the amount of federal health transfers has outpaced the rate at which provincial healthcare budgets have grown. That's a sharp contrast to the arguments put forward by provincial leaders during health care negotiations with the federal government. During talks last year, the premier said health spending used to be split evenly, but the federal share, they say, had begun to dwindle over time. However, this data shows federal transfers have grown 212% since 2005, while funding from Canada's provinces for healthcare grew by 158% in the same period. The Conservatives and New Democrats have now both issued new ads showing Labour is a key issue in the next federal election. Both parties are trying to win the Labour vote, and each has released new commercials trying to define Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre. So the Conservative ad, which you're seeing now, shows late-night workers like nurses and truckers, followed by a smalling Poilievre in a field at dawn. Last week, New Democrats launched this ad campaign trying to define Poilievre as a career politician, while showing NDP leader Jagmeet Singh on various picket lines. Well, hundreds of people were in downtown Hamilton for the Labor Day parade yesterday.
We have to keep the rights of the workers up front. We have to make sure that the workers are supported, that the workers are protected, because unions span every industry across the country. So without those supports, people would be left vulnerable.
The parade celebrates the labor movement's efforts to fight for better wages, collective bargaining rights, and safer working conditions.
All right, let's get into it. We all know the Ticats are not having a good season, but a win against those Argos from down the road will really help some attitudes around the black and gold in Steeltown. And Bo Levi Mitchell, oh, did he ever step up yesterday?
Feel the tension right now as these quarterbacks loaded up over the top, looking for the home run. Tim White, touchdown, Tiger Cats.
Yeah, right for the Ticats opening drive, Bo hooks up with his pal Tim White for the 57-yard touchdown. Mitchell coming into his first Labor Day start for the Ticats. He was undefeated in Labor Day games, all with Calgary, and he would hook up with White again, this time from 70 yards out in the first quarter. Cats scored 21 in the first Q, but would allow the Argos to get back into it. We were tied at 28 in the fourth when Ticats kicker Mark Leggio would set up from 55 yards out and would boot his career best to give the Ticats a 3-point lead. There it is right there. That's a big old boot. Adding another deep ball from Bo to Brendan O'Leary-Orange. And the Cats would take the Labor Day Classic 31-28. Despite their 3-9 record, all is good in Tigertown as they head into their bye week.
Edmonton looking for a first down. MBT, he's going to look down the field, and he's got Jones. Stays inside. Oh, are you kidding me? Jones to the 10. Touchdown, Edmonton.
Well, what an effort by McLeod, Bethel Thompson, and the Edmonton Elks to wrap up Labor Day weekend in the CFL. The man they call MBK would put this one away in the fourth quarter with that 73-yard touchdown connection with Tavon Jones, all part of 486 yards in the air as Edmonton is really starting to heat up, beating their rivals from Calgary 35-20. The Elks have won 4 of 5. They're 4-8 in the year. They're tied with the Stamps now in the West standings. Another fantastic weekend of football in the CFL.
The delivery, skied high, deep to center field. It's going to go all the way back, and it is gone. Robert Mullen goes yard to give the Jackfish a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, it's going to go well for the Welland Jackfish. We're playing for their playoff lives, needing a win against the Royals in the Intercounty Baseball semifinals. And Robert Mullen would put his second home run of the playoffs over the fence there, adding a 4-run 8th inning to break this one open. Welland wins at 9-7 to force a 5th and deciding game back at the Rockin' Welland Stadium on Thursday night, with the winner of that facing off against the Barrie Bay Cats in the IBL Finals.
There goes Otani. Throw from Del Castillo. Not in time. His second of the day. His 45th of the year. There he goes. He's got another.
No Blue Jays last night, so let's focus on the guy that they couldn't get, Shohei Otani, and the special thing that he is doing for the Dodgers. In Arizona, Otani would steal 3 bases on the night. So now he has 46 stolen bases on the season, only 4 away from 50. Add in 44 home runs, he is well on his way for 50 home runs and 50 stolen bases. Why is that important? That's something nobody has ever done in the history of baseball. Dodgers beat Zona at 11-6. Jays host the Phillies tonight. Olympics from Paris. Cody Forney won gold in the men's 200-meter T of 51 in athletics, which follows our first gold in the pool from yesterday. And it really was looking like it wasn't going to happen for Nicholas Bennett, who was in third with 25 meters to go. But what a final kick in the 100-meter breaststroke, as he would be taking the goal, which was his second medal of the games after winning silver in the 200-meter freestyle. Good news also locally, as Oakville's Austin Smeek won a bronze medal in the men's T34 100 meters. Canada now has 12 medals as we enter day 6 of the Paralympics in Paris.
12 minutes after 6 o'clock, third morning of September, back to school for most for the day today. So traffic is going to be busy, and it's already starting to get busy here. As you can see, that's our exclusive camera around Waterdown Road. It's doing okay, but it is getting a little bit busier right now. Let's see how St. Catharines is doing right off the get-go here. Nothing at the QEW. Ontario Street, Centennial Parkway still looks good. Fairview going through Burlington, heading toward Brant Street. Nothing there. East of Royal Windsor, doing fine. Same with the QEW in Cawthra. We have no problems on the roads right now. Shall we start with this? Let's start with this. What the heck? Because it is that day, back to school for the day today, and we're looking at gorgeous sunshine today. 22 degrees, just an absolutely lovely day for the first day. But right now, it is on the cool side. Our temperature has just fallen another degree. We're now down to 6 to start the morning here. Light winds, high relative humidity, just a hint of some cloud cover so far this morning. Air quality risk for the day today in the low risk category, so no problems there. That lovely area of high pressure is going to stay with us. Now, as it goes toward the east, as I've been saying, a more southerly flow behind it, that's going to start to bring our temperatures up. Now, yesterday we struggled a bit. Temperature only got to 19, but it was still a beautiful day. You stood in that sunshine and it was just like, I love this. So look at today, 21, 22, and 23 degrees, sunshine throughout the day today. High UV index. Tonight, skies will be clear once again. Temperature better, 13 and 10 for Niagara, 7 and 9 to 11 for the rest of the Horseshoe. 12 for Toronto. And then tomorrow the temperature comes up a bit. We'll hit 24 and 25. So mid-20s temperature, lovely sunshine, just a beautiful day for, well, pretty much everybody else going back to school, those who don't go today. So out the door, third morning of September, we're looking at mainly clear skies. It is cool. Temperature right now only 6. And long range in a few minutes. Annette, 10.
All right, thanks, Brian. We're going to take a break right now. Business news after the break. We'll check in with Emily Vukovic to see what's going on in Chit Chat. But in business news, economists and investors, they're predicting another interest rate cut from the central bank. It says in the teleprompter, this is when we say good morning to Emily Vukovic, and there she is.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Do we have a new hairstyle going?
Oh no, it's just.
I was just saying it was good yet on one side there. Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah. No. There was nothing wrong with it before.
It looked pretty cool, actually.
You know what it is? Because I'm sitting at my desk and I'm like typing away and I'm just doing this. That's why. And I just came to the studio without having to look first. So here you go.
There you go. Looks great. Okay. What are you typing?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know? No, I'm kidding.
I'm sure it's work related.
Yeah, it is work related. Burton Cummings coming to Niagara Falls View. We are going to chat about that, and he actually talked to us. So we've got some good, interesting tidbits from him. We're also discussing the new John Lennon biopic. Well, it's not really a biopic. It's more of a documentary, but it involves a lot of home movies and how his influence coming to America was television, which is huge. And we're going to discuss Lord of the Rings, Gandalf. Will he be back? Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, back to your typing. Okay, back to business news for us. Let's take a look at the markets on this Tuesday morning. Canadian dollar is down 14 basis points, trading just under 74 cents US. Gold up over $8, 25.35.90 an ounce. Crude oil down 3 pennies, 75.52 a barrel. Off to Europe. Hey, Europe, is it the first day of school for you too? Markets are down in London, Frankfurt, but up a titch in Paris.
In Asia today, markets were down in Tokyo, Hong Kong, and Shanghai. North American markets, both Bay Street and Wall Street, were closed because of Labor Day. Well, the Bank of Canada is expected to cut its trend-setting interest rate tomorrow for a third consecutive time. The bank's rate sits at 4.5% after quarter-point cuts in both June and July. Most economists forecast another cut because Canada's annual inflation rate fell to 2.5% in July.
Recall for you, Health Canada is recalling Samsung slide-in electric range stovetops and ovens due to a fire hazard. After 7 reported injuries and nearly 60 incidents, the agency warns that front-mounted knobs can be accidentally activated, especially by small kids and pets, which could pose a fire risk. So affected customers, they can reach out to Samsung Canada for a free set of knob locks or covers.
A strike affecting 25 hotels across the United States could grow today. The Union for Hotel Workers, Unite Here, is threatening to add more locations in more U.S. cities. The walkout includes more than 10,000 Hilton, Marriott, and Hyatt housekeeping and food service employees. 5,000 of them in Hawaii are on strike. The chains still have some pandemic-era cuts in place, like not having hotel rooms cleaned every day, which has cut workers' income. Their union president says hospitality work is undervalued, with jobs disproportionately held by women and people of color. Well, for the first time in its 87-year history, Volkswagen may be about to close some of its factories in Japan. It's trying to cut costs because of rising competition from China's electric vehicle makers. Volkswagen started cutting the equivalent of more than $11 billion US late last year. In a statement, the German automaker says it now can't rule out plant closures in its home country, something it has promised not to do through a job protection pledge that would have barred any layoffs or closures until 2029. Volkswagen's cost-cutting plans are facing heavy resistance from labor reps, which hold almost half the seats on the company's supervisory board.
Are the kids up yet with excitement if they're going back to school?
Are you looking for everything that, okay, where are the lunch bags?
Oh, right. Shoot, I should have done that yesterday.
And did you get bread?
You want to know what to wear? Brian's coming back with your forecast after this.
6:24, good morning. Quick mention of a problem in Niagara Falls at the moment. McLeod is closed between Alex and Drummond for a serious collision that is closing that road this morning and will impact the commute, so keep that in mind. That's in Niagara Falls. Here's Niagara Street in St. Catharines, doing fine. Nothing at the top of the Skyway. East of Appleby looks good. Sheraton through Mississauga. And here's the 403 at Burnham Thorpe. No problems right there. What's going on with the temperature here? Look at the difference from Hamilton to everywhere else. 6 for Hamilton, 12 Grimsby, Mississauga, 14 for Toronto. We are struggling here this morning. Seasonal temperatures now 12 for the overnight low, so we're half of that. 23 for the daytime high. We won't quite get there today. We didn't get there yesterday. And those are our sun times. Sun doesn't come up till 6:47 this morning. Hey, I haven't used this graphic in a while. For school today, 13 by the first bell, 22 for after school. Just an absolutely gorgeous first day of school for most. So 22 today in sun, 9 overnight tonight, a little bit milder. Tomorrow again, lovely sunshine, 24. Same thing for Thursday. A couple of beautiful days. We get more cloud cover rolling in for Friday as we start to see some showers roll in Friday night. Saturday, cloud showers at 18, and then temperatures stay at 18 in the sun for Sunday into Monday. And that's a look at your forecast. Annette, Tim.
Okay, you might want to be eating your cereal or your toast.
Or how much cereal and toast can you eat?
Oh, yeah. I hate these stories.
Competitive eater Joey Chestnut, once again the top dog. He competed. Here's Brian sighing
Brian,
too.
the same thing.
Yeah, he competed against his longtime rival, Takeru Kobayashi. This is on Netflix. It was a hot dog eating showdown during an event in Vegas. Yeah, it's just awful to watch. Chestnut downed a world record 83 hot dogs and buns within 10 minutes. Kobayashi ate just 66. just 66.
Just.
The first time the two men have competed against each other in 15 years. Look at all the people there. People are interested in this. Chestnut took home $100,000 for the win. So in the past, he had competed in the annual Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest on July 4th in New York, but organizers banned him from the event this year because he was sponsored by a plant-based food company. It's a good-looking belt, though.
I don't know. There's just, like, first of all, it makes my stomach really squeamish.
yeah.
And then, like, people are...
For sure. Yeah.
People don't have enough to eat.
It's the obvious one, yes.
Yeah.
But even just to watch it, it's not fun to watch. Like, doesn't look like they're having a good time, but there you go. Just
$100,000.
pass it along to you. Okay.